So I've had to be very, very patient. It's been difficult at times. Every day has been, required patience through this process. Definitely for the last year. Definitely it's been, it hadn't been easy. I'm not going to say that it's been easy. It hadn't been, God doesn't give us more than we can bear. But, the enemy really didn't believe the truth. They can see it now, I believe, right? As when you're drunk on Babylon's wine, you're deluded, you're delusional, right? You don't have your good judgment, so you can't really see things as they are. Now you might have good perception, sharp awareness, because you're in the etheric realm. It's a totally different reality, I believe, than being grounded here on Earth in time. Not mystically enlightened, but I just want to say that it's required a lot of patience, and it's going to be just the thought, reveling and knowing. And as soon as this change happens, for what was done, I'm trying to talk to my counterpart for the last year. Like I've said, they shut our phone off, and they turned our phones off from communicating, our direct cell lines, around the 8th. And there's been a little bit of communication between us, but the thing is there's been major interference, and not only that, all you deceitful people, Illuminati families, it's probably military agents, I'm sure. You don't know if AI is the same thing as people. They're one and the same, but I don't know if it could just be a computer. I think actually all the waters above, the chat GPT, all that, you're talking to our enemies. They're the ones giving you the answers. And they might be true a lot of the times, but there's still a motive behind it. You don't want to look to artificial intelligence, okay, for the answers to life. Okay. Yeah, they might have a lot of knowledge and stuff, but ultimately it's not going to be, and that might give you the right answers that seem deep and honest, but at the end of the day, it's not for your good. So who you think's making those answers? I made the video back in like last August, and I could tell it was coming from one of these deceitful, corrupt people ruling over us. The answer goes up, and then you get a whole long spiel in an instant, because they have time to think about what you asked them. It's not in time, and then I just want to say to all you deceitful people, you're dead from partaking of Satan's wisdom. Literally, you're spiritually dead, just like Adam and Eve. He said the day you eat of that, you're gonna die, and a day's 1,000 years to the Lord. So it's taken a great amount of patience, like trying to communicate with somebody, and then there'll be somebody else standing in their place, and then not even giving me responses. They're just trying to piss me off. Every one of you guilty people, as soon as this change happens, all you guilty people on our land that try to maintain Satan's kingdom are getting destroyed with overflowing scourges. I'm making my arrows drunk with your blood. It is a totally righteous thing. You would try to block me from getting what's mine. Been burdened for a decade by dead children. And it was necessary for us to go through this process, because for us to be solidified in the spirit, you have to come to a certain amount of awareness of how we're constantly being surrounded by energies. Those that climbed up the wrong way, right, would cheat, rob, murder, and steal, shed blood to idols, spread war around the earth. It's a righteous thing that God would just utterly wipe your guys' whole community out, everybody that participated in that, thinking to maintain Satan's bullshit that didn't repent. So it has taken a great deal of patience. For the isolation that was done, it's a righteous thing God would isolate all these guilty people into a fire in hell. Now is what they're getting. They've been up in wide open spaces. It's like a timeless realm, so you might feel like you're immortal. 1 hour might seem like forever, So that's why these people won't turn around, because they think they can just keep pushing it off. But suddenly, they're going to desolation as God raises his people up, and then, he's casting them down, and hell happens at the same time. God is Psalm 18. God sends from above. He drew me out of many waters, and from my strong enemies which hated me. They were too strong for me. They prevented me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord was my stay. God's about to bring his people up. Okay? They're all falling because they're using our energy to dream, to be there, to be up in the etheric realm. And to every one of you guilty people that robbed and try to block us, when we see you on our land, it's finished. Like I said, the kings are getting slaughtered. They don't have no kingdom here. The sword of judgment out of our mouths is terminating you guys, like your sword out of your mouth, would have destroyed us if we didn't guard our hearts continuously. So it's just so I just can't wait for this change to happen, and it's a whole guilty community that's about to get destroyed citywide on earth. And then they would continue their lawlessness and criminality by taking the unaware Christians that didn't have oil, or those that were just out of the way, but still have a soul, still have a chance for repentance, to take you guys into captivity. That's what they're going to do. As soon as God seals his people, every man's hand shall be lifted up against his neighbor, and it's a tumult shall arise among his people. But everybody that is fighting against God's agenda, kingdom, and plan is getting destroyed. Yeah, he's about to burn all these sinners out of our land. And for what was done, it's a righteous thing. Everybody is swore oaths. The whole bed is in wickedness. I know most of you people are guilty. Big community of the population is guilty, because I had to guard my heart, and it was still difficult. And I know people didn't even regard the covenant of God. Well, that's your bad choice and decision and lot in life, if that's how you guys operated. And for the way you dealt with other people as corrupt individuals, it's a righteous thing. God would just totally obliterate your whole kingdom. So as soon as this seal happens, God opens his eyes upon the house of Judah. It says he's smiting all the horses and their riders. Yeah, you guys are going to be blinded and destroyed in judgment. You'll be killing each other. We won't even have to deal with it. There's a lot of different ways all these people are getting removed. Now, like I said, 1 to 3 nights, I believe. They're going to flip on their broadcast, pump out the 5G or the signal is going to fry people's DNA. Yeah, in the day of great slaughter, when the towers fall, right? As God binds up our breaches, there's a solar flash, the abomination of desolation appears. A lot of people are destroyed. Their DNA is fried. It already has been, basically, but this seals the deal completely. All right, Isaiah 30, 26 and 7. As God heals his people, yeah. Let those that are in Judea flee to the mountains, right? When you see the abomination of desolation standing in the holy place, which is probably Donald Trump or Barack Obama, they're both involved. And this is any time now. Tomorrow's the 4th. They say the 9th of Ab. The temple was destroyed the same day in history, previous 2 times past 9th of Ab. The temple was destroyed. It's Barack Obama's birthday's tomorrow. Something's going to happen. Jurassic Liars channel has been saying this for years. Jurassic Liars 26. There's a couple different dates. It's right there on the front page. August 4th, head wounds. This is any time. But just, for the patience we've had to exercise and the harassment and robbery you gates of iron and brass kings of the earth have done, you guys are all getting wiped off the map, dude. And everybody involved with Satan's kingdom, man. If you try to work in the day of the Lord, you're getting cut off from the children of Israel. You're marked for death, as I've shared in like Leviticus, I think 12. Everybody that ate the leavened bread or tries to work in the day of the Lord, the only work that God is going to allow people to do is to get gathered in his spirit by partaking of the tree of knowledge of good, or by partaking of the meat in due season, which is what I've provided on the 2 studies. That's enough of the truth reflection to allow us to get gathered into the spirit so we can go up into heaven, okay? But as soon as the gates of iron and brass are removed, or all this whole guilty community is destroyed, it's going to be real easy. There's going to be nothing to even block our way. These people have been blocking us the whole time, cursing us. All you guys are getting destroyed, dude. You guys can all get out now. Bye, dude, to your whole guilty community, Obama. You dirtbag. Freaking Pharaoh. So, yeah, it has definitely taken a lot of patience. And I'm glad we're finally here at any time now. Every day has still been, you guys made our lives miserable so you could drink on our mountain. And now it's time for all of you deceitful people to drink, swallow down, and become like you didn't exist for drinking on my mountain. So all you guilty people, I hope you guys enjoy this. And, you know, it's well-deserved and earned. You guys don't have a kingdom here to maintain. And when we see you on our land trying to perform your bullshit in violation of the law of God, just as his word says, if you try to work in the day of the Lord, you're getting destroyed. Yeah. You can't perform your enterprise. All you guilty families and the agents standing in my place, trying to block my blessings, communications, my love, we're killing all you guys in judgment. We're about to, you know, by the truth, the authority, and the right that we have by birthright. So congratulations to all you agents that were up in my, you know, up in my life, my business, trying to manipulate and control things. We're killing every one of you guys in judgment now. And what are you going to do? You're dead and you don't have no authority. Your guys' power's stripped. Your kingdom's being stripped. God's setting up his kingdom now. It doesn't matter if you're angry. It's time for judgment. He's wiping you guys all out like a cloud. You're getting removed with the flood. So enjoy that. You guys don't have no right to rob people just because this system was upside down and backwards. And that's how things have been operated. Doesn't mean it was right or okay, and it's time to fix it. So congratulations, you know, and I can't wait. And I'm sure God will give us he's going to let us know where you're at. If you guys are hiding, every one of you people involved, he's going to give us a list of your names to take care of you. So we'll be seeing you assholes in your bunker that did this. All you agents, you guys are screwed. I can't wait. We're coming for you guys. You deceitful pieces of soul-sucking trash deserve to be executed. To hell with your guys' kingdom. You guys are going down into the fire. You'll be on perpetual torment like you did to us, cursing us, blocking our freedom, trying to have this system set up, maintained to keep us at an energy source when you're a dead piece of trash. You guys are all going into a screaming pit now. Enjoy that, Barack Obama, and all you deceitful people. Good riddance. Well deserved, man.